Yo, yo.
What's good?
Morning, morning.
Glad you're catching on, bro.
Hey, good morning.
I had a good teacher,
Mm-hmm.
not to mention any names.
We keep that shit to ourselves.
Morning, Raul.
Good morning.
Check out TTD. It's going for that fucking 580.
I'm honestly keeping an eye on Apple and Microsoft mostly. I think they're gonna have big moves, especially if Apple goes for that 117 first. We can short it down to 113 after that.
It was pricing in 120 for this week. I would wait. If it breaks 117, gets over it, and then breaks back down, then short it. If it breaks 117 and holds it, I wouldn't short it.
Yeah, I mean, eventually it's gonna hit that 112.6.
Mm-hmm. Microsoft, I have a dark pool that is down to 205. So Microsoft was showing 212.50 calls shorted for this week, and 200 puts shorted for this week.
200. What calls were shorted? Sorry.
212.50 and 200 puts on Microsoft.
Okay.
So they're expecting Microsoft to creep close to 212, but they expect it to come right back down.
Interesante.
Yeah.
See a build on Tesla around 430 area. I think it's gonna break out and have a bounce from there. Same goes with Netflix. I see a 522 build.
Yep.
Yeah.
And Netflix has earnings in what, 2 weeks now?
Yeah.
Netflix is gonna run to 521. There's a dark pool that just printed 521.95.
And Nvidia was building 550 and it's already bouncing above. It's at 554. So same goes with Roku.
Roku.
So Roku is doing another, around 204, 205 area. There's a build. 205 is actually legit. Yeah, if it breaks above 205, yeah, probably it'll be getting into calls.
Yeah, last week I was saying 205, 220 calls long for this week. I mean, it's at all-time highs.
Netflix can run to like 522 today.
When you say long, how long you saw?
I saw Roku 205 to 220.
Okay, that's a good flow. I'm just looking at the product deck in Thinkorswim.
Yeah.
Yeah, it shows a good interest on. Oh, sorry, that is true. Sorry.
Yo, what was with this dude that was copying all of our calls and everything? I went on Webull trying to find it, and the thread's like gone. It was legit copy and pasting everything, like even to the point where I said our FedEx 260 calls from Friday are in the money. He goes, our FedEx 260 calls from Friday are in the money if you held on to them. Like, bitch, you copied my shit word for word.
Yeah. No, I saw that.
Right? He copied fucking where Blee said there's warrants being executed on DraftKings. He freaking, oh my goodness, this guy's a joker. Like, at least make it a little less obvious. He even announced the BYND 175 calls for next week with the exact same stop loss, with the exact same timing where I said, oh, they're now worth $830, quick $60 profit, and the fact that I'm swinging them.
No, everything word for word. I went through the alerts. Everything.
Yeah, his thread and his post is taken down.
People have bots for those now.
Dude, we've seen Discord chat rooms where they have man. Like, and they just copy and paste shit everywhere.
Why is Walmart popping?
Same reason that Costco. Well,
Oh,
Walmart
Costco.
Plus or
Costco
whatever,
got
right?
upgraded this morning. Yeah, 1%. Not much, but 1%.
Tech is very weak this morning. If oil gives up the ghost, then I don't see this holding.
I also see sector rotation. I was about to discuss that yesterday, actually. Probably sometime later this week. More like utilities and industrials is where the money is going to be flowing, especially LMT. LMT,
Yeah, industrials I've been keeping an eye on.
yeah,
Financials, I thought it would happen in financials, but it hasn't so far.
yeah. If LMT did, I actually didn't check yesterday, but yeah, yesterday it was like more or less choppy, and today it looks like it has a good. It's sitting above the support, multiple support lines, and it can go back to 396 area.
Yeah,
So
LMT popped up on my scanner too. Go ahead.
Michael, this is me. It's Jim, aka Ghost. You know Munch, and the other person that was talking, that's RA1 Raul.
Yeah.
Blee said he'll be back in a second, and unit is not on yet.
Everybody recognizes the hypnotic voice by now.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Dude, you have like a voice of some Hollywood actor or something.
yeah.
You
You
can do
see,
like a good.
Jim?
Yeah.
I knew I like Roll for a reason.
Oh my god. Oh, there you go. Ashley goes chocolate thunder. I mean, this guy's whiter than freaking ivory.
Hey, I tan.
And you mean you burn? Okay, okay.
Morning, folks. This is Chocolate Thunder.
Does anybody here watch Power by 50 Cent?
No. What is it about anyway?
Oh, dude, that show is amazing. The show is absolutely amazing. It's just about like the life of how a drug dealer becomes a philanthropist and owns like nightclubs and stuff like that. Still doing drug dealing on the side, and just the show is just amazingly well written.
Well, that doesn't sound like it ends well.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not gonna say anything, but it's a very well
But it's a
written
good
show.
concept. Nice.
Yo, what's up?
Hey, unit.
No, I just sit at home and watch hentai.
Which way, dude?
You guys have seen The Boys on Prime?
I am watching it.
Yeah. I'm yet to watch season 2 though. Season 1 was nice.
Yeah, I'm watching. I'm almost done actually.
With season 2?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's about anti-heroes. Yeah, if you guys are not watch that.
I
I
wouldn't say anti-heroes. It's superheroes owned by a,
Company.
yeah. So it's like superheroes are hired as agents by like a staffing company to save the world. It's very intriguing, weird, and twisted. It's very dark. It's
Really.
cool.
speaking of Dark, Michael, if you haven't watched Dark on Netflix, you should. Very good show. German.
Divism is asking if he should hold Google.
Hey guys.
I mean, bro, Google is one of those tickers that it could be down 30 points one day, and the next day it can be up like 75 points, right?
It's one of those tickers that tick you.
Yeah, it's calling for 1500 this week. It depends. I mean, if it can get over 1500, then yeah, you'll make money. I see a gap between 1500 and 1520. I'll see
I
what the
will
team says today.
I will say this though. VXX is coming into demand. Demand is all the way down to 24.4. So do be careful of that. If 24.4 holds, this thing can jump up to 25.2. and that could be the turnaround. But I'm not gonna call tops. I'm not gonna call bottoms. You know me. Just keep an eye on VIX, VXX. Watch it because
Yeah,
if it makes
and
a higher low over 24.3,
hmm,
we're going down.
yeah, because we have a dark pool at 338, and we have a dark pool at 335.20, which are open and haven't filled. So, I mean, if we break 340, 341 on SPY, sure, we
From
may
EU
go up
sources,
a little bit.
family
My
benefits and
main
health.
question
Jerome
is,
Powell's talking at 1040. I don't think it's going to end well for the markets today. I think it's going to come down.
my only question is, why the fuck are banks running? I feel like GS is gonna sell off.
Because of Jeremy Powell. They're hoping additional news.
And there's Bleep.
Yeah. It's up like 5% in 2 days.
What is?
XLF.
Oh yeah, financials. But again, like I said, I don't know why they're running because there is nothing good happening for banks right now.
Okay. 3370 puts went long for today. 3450 calls are being, or sorry, not for today, for tomorrow. 3450 calls are being traded between the bid and ask. They may be closing them off. They may be buying them. I'm not sure. 3400 calls for October 12th were shorted. Ooh, a huge boatload of 3240 puts went long for October 9th, Friday.
Hey, it's my birthday. Happy birthday to me.
What
Yeah,
time
it's
frame
gonna
is
be a put party for Friday.
Yay.
what time frame is VXX in demand then? I mean, technically every time frame, but right now I'm looking at it on the 3 hour. And if you go on the 3 hour, you can really see the base drop supply that's at 25.16 and then 25.65. But really, it's in an hourly demand, and it's a drop base rally demand. So I don't think it's gonna hop right away,
Yeah.
but it's just a question of whether or not it's gonna hold a higher low above 24.3.
Yeah, that's a reversal candle right there. If it happens here,
What are we thinking Boeing does today? It really depends on whether or not it holds. Uh,
So, welcome.
169.
yeah, essentially.
Yeah.
1970 when the report was
So yeah, what Rose said. If it holds 169, I think it's good to go for higher. If it breaks below,
I'm sounding the alarm here. Be careful. Yeah, 3400 calls for October 12th are shorted, and 3240p are long for Friday.
Let's see how the flow is on BA.
technology sector. Technology is looking weak. The fangs are immeasurably weak.
Yeah. I think, yeah, as I said, like, I think there's going to be sector rotation soon.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's long overdue.
Yeah.
I've been talking about sector rotation for a while now. Obviously, it doesn't happen overnight,
Correct.
but still, it's unbelievable that it is taking this long. 3240, that's a huge drop. Nah, not really. It isn't. I mean, we've been seeing this volatility happening for weeks now.
That is a what 340 to 324 essentially. That's only 4.7%. That's not that much.
Yeah. I mean, look at the weekly candles. Look at last 6 weeks. We're in the sixth one right now, essentially. But yeah, look at the last 5, 6 weeks. The candles are insane. Low of, for an example, this one. Low of 31.98. High of 33.26. That's a 130 point span in a weekly candle. I mean, it's not the February crash, but shit, close enough. What I'm trying to say is it's not normal. Are you saying that can change come Friday? Yes, anything and everything can change. That's why we update step by step, real time. Could you repeat the pre-market? Yes, 3,400 calls shorted for next week, and 3,240 puts are long for this week. I mean, it's nothing to. You don't have to act on it right away. It's just something to keep in the back of your head as you're trading. Don't let it scare you off, because again, this is a scalper's market. We're not really looking to swing long positions. I'm hopping in all your plays today. If I see a play,
Oh, Jesus. All right, I got a call at 9:30. Probably
why is
be.
everyone laughing? What did I miss?
They love
Oh,
you.
because the guy's like he's going blindly in all your calls today.
Oh,
All right, like I said, I got a call at 9:30. I will be around, but I won't be off voice till it's over with. Probably be a 10-15 minute call. And then I'll
okay.
be back. Unit, you still on voice?
Yeah, I'm
Unit,
still on.
Okay. Are you logging into the account, or do you want to flip me the?
bird.
If you want in, that's fine. No problem.
Yeah, I just want to monitor this BYND and then take some opening scalps.
All right. All right.
Okie dokie. And then if you need anything to get, just either boot me out or tell me and I'll pick it up.
Yeah, no problem.
2FA.
Yep. There you go.
Thank you, boss.
Lego my ego.
That's not what he said.
Yeah, interesting happenings this morning. Oil is pushing the market up clearly. Energy is going to gap up. Not everything energy, but mainly oil. Technology is not looking assertive. I'm not going to say that it's going to sell off because nobody knows what's going to happen, but it's not assertive as it knows how to be. Mainly the fangs. They're not really catching a bid. Apple will eventually go down to 113. It's just a question of entry on this one more so than anything with me right now. I would like to short it, but not yet.
Yeah, people are
I
asking what's
wonder.
going on with DraftKings. There's a dark pool at 64.75/64.80. It's creating a massive bear flag, so if it can't hold 60, it should come down. We've got 59 puts. But if it can reclaim 61, it can run to 64, so just keep an eye on it.
It failed to head over 65, 60.5 during pre-market. So I feel like that's going to be the line in the sand today if it doesn't get taken out this morning early. So if we reject here, it's just going to continue coming down. It has to hit that offering level.
Oh, BYND took a candle down from 177. All right, I'll be back.
I Yeah, so I'm curious to see if Apple's gonna hit that 117.07 and then maybe hit 120, but I think 120 is gonna be the top of this move. I'm pretty sure. If it shows weakness around 120, I'm gonna swing a short down to 112 and possibly further. What's that SPX correspond to SPY? It's the same thing. 340 and 324.
Yeah.
Jeez.
All right, 10 seconds. Get your game face on.
Cling, cling, cling.
And there it is. As as always, no reason to jump into place right at open. Let's see.
What's gonna dump us?
Why are you so trigger happy for the short, bro?
What's gonna dump us? Why did they take what they took?
I mean, for all intents and purposes, 3400 is trend line support.
Yep.
3392 is RBR. So I wouldn't short this willy nilly. You're essentially shorting into strength if you do that.
Oh shit.
AMD going.
World Health Organization is saying that they probably have a vaccine by end of year. So
Jesus.
sounds
So
like, you know.
someone's trying to pump the market. uh as expected, energy sector is really what's pushing everything up. Then we have materials, financials, industrials, tech, real estate, communications, weakness. Goldman Sachs is trying to push. But if Goldman Sachs can't break 204.3 and hold it, and I mean hold it, uh, it's a good short 201.8. It has a dark pool at 210, so it could go for that. That's why I say don't short anything blindly. Let's see. VXX is not selling off, which you know what that means. It's trying to build a base at 24.6. Yeah, 3392 on ES is your rally base rally demand. If that breaks to the downside, then we go to 3387. And if that breaks on the downside, well, goodbye.
Oops.
Why is DKNG selling off? What am I missing?
it still has to deal with the offering news. The fact that they're selling shares, 30 million shares, which is 8% of the current outstanding shares at 56.12. Also, their lockout date is up on the 20th. So if a bunch of people are wanting to sell a bunch of shares at a high price, they might want to do it now before a bunch of other people are able to sell their shares. It's something like 118 million that are locked out right now.
Ew.
But yeah, I get it in terms of being bullish on DraftKings with the hope of sports gambling being legalized, and it's slow for it has gone through for certain states, but it's slow for the rest of the country. It's in the same concept as cannabis. People are still hopeful on cannabis, but we'll look at where we're at. Look at the pot sector in general. It still ain't doing too hot.
QCOM green. Good. Nice. That's unit, right? Yeah. I am really struggling to see a play right now. There is really nothing. Um, Apple setting up for a possible good short. Let's see.
Wow, didn't even see that. Forward might be a good play, actually.
Apple, if it tries to backtest and it can't break the high of day, I don't have enough uh, market open data to say. It's just chopping. Don't touch it. So, ES hit that demand that I warned you about. It's hopping out right now. Let's see if it manages to break the high of there or not.
A lot of Bank of America calls. Sweeps actually.
VXX retracing. Yeah, financials are definitely catching a bid. Financials and industrials.
Your Intel leaps are probably down in just anticipation of what AMD is releasing Thursday.
It really depends on what type of IV environment you bought the leaps in. So I was the first one to go into Intel leaps essentially when I alerted them here, and mine are green. Green for the day, green overall.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see DraftKings test 59.
Boeing choppy, Goldman Sachs running, Netflix chop selling off, Microsoft same chop, Apple chop.
I'm still trying to understand the new SEC filing that they filed
Okay,
yesterday.
I think we have think we have a drop phase drop forming on Netflix on Netflix Apple. So yes, indeed. If Apple comes back to back test,
Here we go.
115.7, 115.8, and he can't get above, short this shit to 113. Here's the back test.
DraftKings finally below 59.
He's going to try to build a base at a 115.3 to back test.
Dump, baby, dump.
115.7, 115.8 is your magic number. It's got to reclaim that if it wants to go up. If it can't reclaim that, then it's a short. There's your magic number.
Jonas is seeing some volume today for a change.
Yeah, keep in mind China's still closed until Friday. That's probably why we're seeing such volume on 3240. Is China finally gets to mess around with things?
Never a good thing, is it now?
No. The only reason we didn't limit down on Friday was because China's closed.
Well, I'm hoping at least one of you caught that scalp on Apple because that DVD had
There's
hit
news.
to the nose.
Trump is considering giving a nationwide TV address today. So it'll be curious what he wants to convey to the nation.
Microsoft still chop mode. Goldman Sachs finally retracing. I knew that run wouldn't last.
Oh, and New York has closed down their schools. New York City's schools have been closed today.
Like all of them?
Yes.
Okay. And that's bad.
Well, yeah. Moving forward, we don't know whenever they're going to be able to reopen.
Did somebody catch that Apple short? Tell me, please, somebody.
They were supposed to close down Wednesday,
Nope.
but Como went ahead and did it a day early.
It really hit that back test in the nose. The 115.6, 115.8 back test.
That's another thing. United Kingdom has postponed releasing UK productivity between April to June of this year. Must not be good, Dad. Of course not.
Energy is the only sector looking really strong, close to 1.5% up. Everything else is close to negative or flat.
Mm-hmm. Indeed. But even energy, I think it's is it selling off from the gap?
No, it's up actually.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's
Energy,
up from open. You're right.
Energy's probably going to be pumping because of the hurricane. That's going to shut down additional rigs.
Bye-bye, Apple. Bye-bye.
Yay.
Bye-bye, Apple.
Yay.
Give me my money.
So you got the Apple shot, Jay? That was B, right? Oh, that was Jay.
Yeah.
B.
It's chocolate drop. Yeah, I gave the supply 115.6, 115.8. I mean,
Damn, NVIDIA. Sorry,
damn
NVIDIA.
15.6. I was on it.
NVIDIA at 562.
Yeah.
After that 550 bill.
Still going. AC got the short on Apple. Nice. I mean, it's a scalp. Don't hold it too long. It's still an indecisive market. No, we're not shorting Apple. If you miss that 115.6, 115.8 entry, we're not shorting the bottom. Wait for a back test. You guys should know me by now. Entry is everything to me. So if you didn't catch the short in 115.6, 115.8, you're chasing now. Because, like, I'm already half out.
Back tested means it comes back to test key areas. I mean, it's what it is. Back tested.
Yeah, essentially.
Watching Jumia here, it's holding around like about $8 actually, and after the drop also it's been holding pretty consistent. Let's see if it pops off at that 8.25.
Come on, break that low of day, Apple. You can do it. You can do it.
There you go.
You can do it. I believe in you. There you go. Pay me more, pay me more, pay me more, pay me more. All right, so everybody that got in on that, I see some of you did. Everybody that got on that short on Apple, we pretty much got the top of the back test. We got in at 115.6. So don't bag hold too long. Close out some of your position at least, and just ride the runners, as always. Ride that free government money.
No, don't do it. Don't do it.
Uncle Sam, goddamn.
Ah, dang. Roku.
Nice.
Your love is
No, dude,
fair.
no. Again, we can't advertise. Just
Not for these 2-minute snippets. They matter.
yes, 10 seconds.
Ah,
It'll flag for anything.
10 seconds. That's my.
Roku and be
I don't
multiple
even
feeds.
want to tempt it at all.
Touche. Boeing.
Yeah, both of them have. Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, tech weakness. Good thing we caught Apple instead of Microsoft, because Microsoft's just. Blah. Here comes the back test of Apple. 115.2, 115.35. That's your back test. If it can get above that, average up. I can feel it fade. I will warn you, though, it's going to try to build a base at 114.85. It's just a question of is it going to succeed or not. Financials, industrials, catching a bid. Stay away from tech. Unless we get a break up of intraday supply. Fangs are trying to hold on somewhat. Look at that ES back test though, 33.92. Eesh, dirty. What I say this morning. On 33.93. Was a point off. Shame on me. Unit is riding Boeing, right? Yeah, he is. 33.98 back test on ES. If it can't pop above that and hold, short the hell out of it. If it breaks below 33.92, it's going straight down to 33.87. Break below that, 33.80. Under 33.98, 3,400. This is a short. Above that and hold, this is a long. So for now, it's a short. And I am glad Apple is driving it. Financials and industrials are trying to carry the day and failing spectacularly. So unless we get above 33.98 and hold, we're about to see a market-wide sell-off. And I mean, everything must go. Fire sale. Let's see how that 33.93 holds up. Probably not going to. Incredibly choppy day for a Tuesday. No volume.
I like throwdown Tuesdays. They're the best.
SQRBR pullback testing right now. Huh, let me pull up SQ. What time frame are you seeing this on? Vism, I don't know. I don't advise hopping into puts or calls or anything really, not to miss this chop. And if anything, spend a day or two listening to me conduct the trades and kind of pay attention to where I go in, why I go in there, where I close, why I close there. Pay attention to the levels. Pay attention to the philosophy behind these trades. I can't stress this enough. When you are financially invested and, God forbid, financially over leveraged, you can't really see price action clearly. So most of my time in the market is spent observing. And then when I get the levels I want, I go in. 33.92 on ES. Yes, sir. If that breaks down, we're going straight shot 33.88. No stops. 33.92. That's the bottom demand. 33.98.99 is the top supply. So whichever one breaks and holds is your direction, kind of. Don't fail to account for the fact that it might be choppy. China is closed. China. Why is tech down? I'm seeing a little bit of a rotation out of tech into value. That's why
whoa.
That's why I made it a point. Buy SPY. There you go. That's why I made it a point. Yeah, anything under 33.98 is a short. That's why I made it a point to bring up Russell. Russell has strength. I know it's gonna sell off with everything else, of course, but in my eyes, Russell has strength over the other indices.
Yep, especially if that news that supports the idea that the globe is developing a vaccine and they're expecting it by end of year.
Yeah,
You're going to get money pulled out of meme and put into value.
absolutely. Because look, Russell is up 0.64% for the day, whereas NQ is red, ES is red, the Dow is on the verge of being red. So yes, Russell is going to sell off with the rest of the indices, but it has relative strength. That's what I want to see, relative strength, and it's relatively strong right now. Here comes the back test. If it can't get above 33.93.94, it's going to sell off even more. This is your little back test, and let's see what happens here. Are the sellers going to push it down further? The very top that I'm willing to entertain on this back test is 33.95. So 33.93, 33.92.5 to 33.95 is the zone of the back test for the sell-off that is about to happen. And like I said, we're going straight shot 33.87. Then we're gonna bounce from there most likely. I would say 33.87 to back test. Probably 5 to 10 points bounce from there. Let's see what happens here on this back test. Are we gonna be able to go above 33.93 to 95, or are we just gonna sell off from 93?
The level to break on DraftKings is going to be yesterday's low of the day.
Sell off. What sell off? Right. I mean, you're not wrong. Everybody's trying to pump the market with vaccines and this and that, and here comes 95.
Yep.
If this can't hold over 95, again, it's a short. So if you have noticed, hold is kind of the for everyone that's new, hold is kind of the major theme. Breakouts don't concern me. Breakdowns don't concern me. Backtests don't concern me. Holds concern me. If a backtest holds above, if it pierces above the level that I mentioned and it stays there, then that's a flip in sentiment. If it doesn't, keep holding your positions. So if Apple gets above 115.3 and holds there, consider cutting your short. Other than that, ride it to oblivion. I mean, we caught the quote unquote top. It was a top of the pullback, so we missed out on half a point or something, but still. It was zero risk. Let's put it that way. While we're focusing on ES and Apple and Microsoft, Netflix is kind of catching a bid, but it's in a drop-based drop right now. So if it can't hold here, imminent sell-off. 517.9 is the top of the supply on Netflix. If it can't get above that and hold, it's probably going to break the low of day again. CES struggling with that 33.95 level. Yeah, It's important not to have a bias in this market and just scalp whatever the market gives you. I can't overstate how this is a scalper's market. It's not a swingers market, so don't back hold your positions. In and out. VXX 24.8 level to get above. If it can't get above that, this thing's gonna sell off and we're gonna jump on the index. So this is kind of the make it or break it moment for the early morning session, possibly into the afternoon. 24.8 on VXX and 33.95.96 on ES. Those are levels to watch. That's gonna determine direction. Over, under, over, under.
Holy smokes, BYND 2.
There he is.
Nvidia is pricing Nvidia is pricing 595. Yeah, guys, DraftKings is it's trying to go for the dark pool. I'm gonna close off this shit right now. I'm not waiting.
Activia.
All right.
2 minute rally, base rally, ES 33.94, 33.93 bottom end.
If anybody says that they lost money on BYND, I'm gonna slap you.
What if I want to get slapped? Sid killed Ben this morning. Nice job.
Dude, just BYND just pumped. Like, I knew it would pump, but I didn't know it would pump. Like, holy shit.
McDonald's UK is gonna sell Beyond products.
Yeah.
There's your Goldman ball sack sell off, I promised you. Because God forbid it goes over 205 and holds.
Okay, Nvidia is gonna go, man. It's pricing freaking 5. If it can get over 585 or 587.50, it's pricing 590.
Yo, what did Unit just do to Netflix?
Did it fill that dark pool? Yep. No, it's going for it, but it didn't fill it yet.
It didn't fill it, no.
No, it's trying to get that 521.95. Let's see. CMG is going for 1300. Oh, this thing's going for 1300.
Oh, Jim is all types of excited right now.
It's going for 25 actually.
All right, out of Apple
Whoa.
short.
What the hell's going on with AMD?
Sitting on 20% profits right here.
Oh, okay. Oh, never mind. Just market movement. All right.
Okay, I'm gonna take a call spread on this image.
Kind of miffed we didn't hit that 33.88, so it would have taken a long there. Stopped literally a point short. That was my target.
Facebook bringing Netflix, Zoom, and more features to Portal.
Oh, so Facebook is bringing in Netflix, and that's why.
Yeah, Netflix and Zoom. That's
right.
really weird for them to bring in Zoom. I thought Facebook has its own proprietary conference system.
Does not. It does not.
Weird. I thought they expanded that. Whatever.
You know, for all this fanfare, VXX is not really selling off all that hard, so be careful.
We just got job openings. 6.493 versus 6.5 expected. So drop out, and that's on previous revision was 6697. So it's job openings are moving down. It's either they're being delisted or it's people taking those jobs.
I'm not even getting excited over this pump. All I see is chop chop.
FDA says vaccine would need 2 months safety data for emergency use authorization.
Huh, 2 months.
CMG is trying 1290 over that. You're gonna get 1300.
Unit up to no good again.
Why would he do?
Huh?
What did he do?
Kill Netflix.
It's down to 519.
No, I mean he got in and it just shot 5 points.
Yo, I want CMG, but I don't want the premium.
Microsoft big pump. Apple weakness.
If if the market doesn't sell off today, I think IWM is gonna break above 160.
Okay, good morning.
You talking about Russell?
Yeah.
Yeah, I love Russell. I'm in Russell long. I have been since I told everyone.
Okay.
I
I'm
think
in.
Russell is going to start.
So you can see that this is the third touch point on the trend line, actually, right there.
Yeah,
Around
yeah. So it's breaking out.
Ugh, goodness.
Low blood pressure, Blee?
Probably. I'm very calm. Super calm. I'm not stressing.
Okay. I'm in a CMG call. I want to see it break 1290. I'm not alerting it
Oh yeah.
because you guys are gonna get mad if you lose money on it. So, just letting you know, I'm in 1285 calls. You guys can look up the price yourself.
Hey, what's UPS pricing this week?
Microsoft just went to the moon.
Chewy's breaking up.
Microsoft is going for that 210.4, isn't it?
Yeah.
All right.
What's the doggy saying? D-dog.
Kentucky.
D-dog is calling for 130 January. It might get to 110 this week. SPXW seeing some calls. What's my Simage doing? All right, get over 1290. Happy.
Paste. And all of a sudden, the leading industrials and financials are starting to lag. Looky, back to tech. What is going on? Why?
Actually sold off like from 2% to actually now almost flat.
Yeah.
I do bump it up.
Let me see.
Yes, what a bounce
Sectors.
there.
Yeah, I told you oil energy is going to sell off. It's not holding. It's energy is the
Weakest
energy
actually.
is energy is the last sector to rotate before a major market crash.
They're almost
Every single time.
50% down still. So yeah.
So
I mean,
whenever you see energy catching a bid for real and it's starting to run and it's holding the run, that's kind of a 9 times out of 10. That's a precursor to a major market crash incoming.
Wow.
Yeah,
Because I've been seeing energy up and down every other week. It's just 1 week it's like the low weakest, other week it's the strongest. So
yeah,
it's
no, that's just regular movement. I'm
yeah.
talking like on the macro scale.
Hmm.
Whenever you see energy is the last sector rotation to happen. So
Oh,
whenever they
there
go
goes
ahead.
my CMG.
Energy is the last sector rotation to happen. So whenever you see energy holding a bid, like they're buying it and they're pushing it and it's holding, that's a precursor to a major market crash incoming. And Boeing doing its usual song and dance. Gap up, sell off.
Dippity doo da day.
Mm-hmm.
We made about 900 on BYND.
Spotlighter, moonlighter. Shorty white tripping, get your mood rider.
What the hell? Walmart says introducing Walmart insurance services.
Okay.
Hey, it's Costco version 2.0. Selling Medicare insurance plans during the year's annual enrollment period, October 15th through December 7th.
I think it's admirable that they try to help out the people of Walmart. As long as Netflix holds 516 on the low end, then yes, this is a 3 minute RBR. If you switch to your 3 minute chart, you'll see it. So I'd like to see it hold 516.08 on the low end. Lighter, moonlighter, moonlighter. I'm sorry, did that 1 minute candle just gap up on Netflix? What? VXX is catching a bid again. Be careful, ladies and gents. You do not want to see this thing holding over 25. Bad juju. Bad juju there. And there you go. Netflix held that 3 minute RBR. If he can just pierce 517.7 now and hold that, next stop
Um,
519.75.
Facebook resistance at 267.50. Over that, it's going to 275. Nvidia resistance at 565. Over that, 570, 580, 587.50 resistance. Over that, 595. It's going to go for it on Friday after the whole AMD catalyst. FSLY. What is FSLY pricing? FSLY is probably going to come back down to 95, even though it broke out. Come on, CMG. Give me 1293.
517.6. 517.7, so to speak. Magic level on Netflix. It's got to break that up. Above that, it's going to see 519.75.
Mm. If the market sells off, Netflix can come back down to 500, but it's holding it there and it's pricing 550 this week. I'm going heavy on calls.
Heavy.
Unit took 520s. That's a little ballsy for me. I'll take 530s.
There you go. There's your Netflix pamp. Hope you're enjoying it. One more point so the prophecy can hold true. Spotlighter, moonlighter. Shorty white triple, get your mood rider.
You know what? I'm gonna take in the money Netflix calls. Save it from Theta, Decay, and Chop. And get better stuff. Okay.
IWM. Let's go, Mr. Russell. Mr. Russell. Please.
Stand up.
Bob's and Vagine, please.
Okay, Netflix.
I can't help but notice significant weakness in Apple. All jokes aside.
Wow, TTD 590. My goodness. My goodness.
That thing doesn't stop.
No, it's got earnings in November.
The one that got
it's already
away.
preparing for that.
Yeah, this is its earnings run.
Yep.
God, so it was. Wow, I wish I saw this. Yesterday it was saying it would go 600 this week.
I'm kind of, maybe, possibly, potentially liking Micron for a run to 49.7, where I can slap a short on it. Or no, gap close. Yeah, Micron is looking okay. I'm kind of liking. Jim, what do you see on Micron?
One sec, just on a call.
I think it can go to 49.5 this week, Micron. Incredibly oversold by all standards.
Yeah, you also have that gap on micro.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, 49.5 easy. If it breaks, yeah, right about this resistance around.
Let's see what we got on the dart pool for Micron. DP mu 45.76 dart pool below. Did that get knocked out? Low 45. Nope. So it still has a dark pool.
Asking MU.
Yeah.
I'm seeing resistance at 49.50 and puts long for 47.50.
Okay, yeah. 49.50 is all I wanted. Moo.
CMG pissing me off. This is why I didn't alert it, because I was like, if you guys take it and you guys gonna lose money on it, you guys gonna get annoyed. I was just playing lotto with it.
Mega Millions. Pamp. I personally am not chasing Nvidia at these levels.
Going flagging on 15 minutes.
What is flagging?
Boeing.
I wouldn't call that a flag on the 15-minute. I call it more of a pennant.
I mean, it's yeah.
Yeah, whatever it is.
Yeah,
It looks
It's
good.
doing something.
Low of day hasn't been broken, so I wouldn't write it off. NVIDIA. Let's see. Where is it at? Ooh, that gap is nasty on NVIDIA. If NVIDIA can get over 574 and hold,
Mm-hmm.
I think it's gonna move. I think it's gonna move down. It's got to break up 574 and hold it. If it can hold that, you can bet your panties on a new all-time high.
It's just not stopping.
I understand that, but I don't really want to FOMO into it.
No, I agree. The risk reward is not there.
Spotlighter, moonlighter, shorty white chip and get your mood rider. Oh my God, Goldman! Somebody should give. Do the videos apply to trading futures as well? Oh, our educational content on supply and demand. Yes, absolutely. It applies to everything from futures to commodities to stocks to currencies, anything and everything you can trade off of that. It's how I trade, and I trade everything.
the Bible.
Yeah, and I trade everything from Netflix stuck. Yeah, kind of.
I got shaken out of DraftKings. Now it looks like it's gonna come right back down. D-Dog's coming right back down.
Shake, shake, shake
Then
it,
it-
shake, shake, shake it.
Chip, 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 chipotle.
Yeah, no, I don't like tech. So I'm not gonna long tech. I stand by my words. I stand by what I said. I do not like tech whatsoever. The devil is a man of his word.
The devil wears Prada.
I mean, I do sometimes. Let's see. Gotta get over 517 now, Netflix. This has to get over.
Nvidia came down, everything coming down.
Yeah.
Amazon's got a dark pool.
I mean, don't be fooled by this bounce. This bounce on tech is just back testing, really. Look at Apple. It's literally just back testing the breakdown. 115.6 has hit the same level that we shorted previously. I'm not saying short it again by any means, but just trying to save you to chase, not the JP Morgan kind, but that too. Saving your bank accounts. And mind you, when I say tech, I don't mean everything tech. We've discussed this before. Tech has multiple sectors.
J Powell speaks at 10:40 a.m.
Boeing is going about to start actually. See.
Let's see.
BAC.
Technology sector industries. So clouds are leading the day on technology, followed
BA
by
pricing 180.
telecom. So if you want to play tech, cloud and telecom are your strengths. Semiconductor, so. Fangs are weak. Top 5 is weak. However, Apple is hitting up an RBR right now, 5 minute RBR. So if it holds above 114.9 as a low end, then I suppose it can catch a bid going forward. It is trying to build a base at 114.9, 115. Let's see if this holds this back test.
Wow, there goes DraftKings back down to 59. Bitch shook me up.
Shook me all night long. Chop. Lots of chop. Microsoft retesting the breakout and Apple testing 115. If these two hold here, then market is going to ramp again. If not, second round.
No, Apple says it's coming down to 112.50.
Well, exactly what I wanted to hear.
I'm gonna take a shorty, make short.
Music to my ears. Look at now. Now look at your charts and look at where that second back test on Apple was. Look at how far it got. 115.6 to the dot. It's the same spot. It's the same thing over and over again. So now it's got to hold, like I said, 114.9, 115 on the low end. It's clearly holding that. So it's going to be a battle between those two levels. Everything else is kind of noise. So whichever one breaks up or down and gets held, that's your direction. No big deal. Though I do think it's even smart and prudent to wait, because once the gap close happens to Apple, if it holds there, there's a chance it could yeet up to 117 from there. So that would be a nice trade as well. Right, Jim?
Mm-hmm.
All in all, what I'm trying to say is if you don't see a trade, don't force it, like always. Financials, industrials getting bid back up again. That's where the strength lies today, it looks like. And the fangs are weak. Clouds are strong as well. Within the relative strength within the technology sector is clouds. Oracle, BMW, Google, probably, I don't know. Let's see. Google. Oh, Ixnay on the Google. BMW, there you go. VMW is showing strength. Oracle is showing strength.
Yeah, what do you see on Shop?
Adobe probably is showing. Yep, there you go. Adobe. What do I see on Shop? Let's see.
Ooh, Tesla nosedived.
Ooh, major indecision in supply on Shop.
I'm seeing Tesla sub 400.
I'm seeing Tesla sub 200. Welcome to party. Drop drop on Shop. It's hitting that supply. 1080 to 1092. If it can't get over that level, forget about it, huh?
Mm. I'm in Tesla 415 puts just for a scalp.
Space exploding. Yeah, I mean, yeah, Jim setting is this morning is gonna go for the 22.5. Jesus, 22.4 already. Huh. Did you catch it, Mike?
No, I honestly didn't pay attention to it.
Do as I say, not as I
Mm-hmm.
do. Netflix. Let me check. Netflix is, yeah, it really needs to get over 516.8. It has no business being under there. But for now, yes, it's making a higher low above the low of day, so that's good. That low of day is what broke up the previous high of day, so there is strength in the buyers there. But if five, uh, wow, if 512, 514 breaks down, I don't like it all that much. But for now, it's holding. I think it has some strength behind it. They're not really selling off all that hard. You see, Apple is doing that back and forth that I told you. 114.9, 115, up to 115.6, back down, back up. Whoever gives up, that's your
Come on, Tesla, get under 416.
that's your direction. VXX just broke the low of day. It's selling off. Weird. Everything's selling off and VXX selling off. So now we have the opposite problem.
Yeah, my Tesla puts look like they're gonna go to shit.
Yeah, I'm kind of perplexed that VXX would break the low of day, but then ES not really catching a bid all that much. Market is dry.
Yeah, boring market today.
Powell about to speak. I'm gonna
Mhm.
go for a cigarette while he talks.
Wow, Nvidia took a pretty big leg down. DraftKings back under 59. Tesla coming down. CMG needs to go back up. All right, not Tesla. Still saying high 280s flow for QQQ. I mean, yesterday I did. Today it seems to be closed off. We've got dark pulls at 282. So, I mean, it could still work out. Market is all over the place right now. Boring, boring, boring. Baba is really strong. Baba pricing 295 to 300. Do I want to chase? Seeing so many 300 calls on Baba, just hammer the tape. Yeah, Baba doesn't give a shit. It's going. Those 295 calls just jumped from 360 to 390. Baba 294 almost. Thing's an animal. 430 from 360. 450.
Hey, sorry about that. Plumber stuff is happening at my house today. So, pro tip, kids, do not let two different types of metal touch each other whenever it comes to anything plumbing, because it creates corrosion. Pops the plumber. Oh, it's for whatever reason.
Yeah, my CMG went to shit.
For whatever reason, the oh, never mind, DraftKings. Hell yeah, DraftKings breaking down. We have plumber stuff. The master shower. I was replacing a pipe, and now that shower or that valve no longer has any type of pressure. There's no water leaking out either. It's just I don't know why. There's no shut off valve unless whoever built the house had some type of proprietary system that if it felt any drop in pressure that there's some type of safety valve. I just don't know enough. I know enough to cut into a wall, cut the pipe, replace it with a plastic fitter, and then put the new into the pipe in. But I don't know why it's not getting any water out now. US FDA says October 22nd panel meeting to discuss studies to test safety, efficiency of COVID-19 vaccine candidates. Looking forward to the debate on the evening of Thursday, October 15th in Miami. Damn. Okay, so Powell calls for more help from Congress, says there's a low risk of overdoing it. Oh, what the hell?
Market dumping.
What the hell?
Dumping.
I don't see any news just yet. Beyond
Market dumping.
Yeah. Trump just tweeted 2 minutes ago feeling great. Beyond that, I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Powell is
market
talking.
going down.
Holy shit.
I'm hedging with an SPX put.
Holy shit. Oh yeah, I can't call it Master Bath anymore.
And market just came right back up.
Yeah, it tapping low of day for a second.
Yeah, I have an alert there. If it breaks 339.07, I'm getting into puts.
I remember somebody saying earlier Apple is begging to sell off.
Yes.
Market looks weak.
Yeah, the only thing I can gather right now news-wise for that sell was Powell. Too little policy support would lead to weak recovery. Risks of overdoing policy support seem smaller.
Looks like a stop loss hunt, to be honest with you.
Probably.
Mm-hmm.
Powell essentially is begging Congress to go through with support, is how I'm interpreting this news. Because at this point, the reason why we haven't seen any additional increase in repos is because the Fed's waiting for a congressional fiscal policy. But again, regardless of what the Fed wants and what they don't want, they will have to increase quantitative easing pretty shortly here.
All right, let's see where this bounce leads. Apple 115.2 on the high end. If it can get up above that, 115, 115.2 high end. That's what you want to see Apple above if you want to play it long. Under that, it's still a short. Also, don't forget, Apple just made a higher low above the low of day. So it's kind of undetermined where it's going to go. Don't long it, don't short it, don't do anything. Take your money out, enjoy it.
Buy a Samsung.
Buy a Samsung.
Okay, SPY. This is crucial that it has to stay above 340. Putting an alert at 339.60. If it dumps below, I'm cutting all long positions.
Sellers are going to try to build a selling base at 3,400. Like I said, 3,400. That's your over under. So let's see what happens. Every impulsive move, like how should I phrase this? Every action has a reaction. So don't be blinded by this pump. This pump comes after a huge dump. So there's nothing to chase here. Wait for direction. It's just volatile chop. Financials, on the other hand, sky high.
They're
You
loving
know,
it.
you know those things I've been talking about all morning about.
Baba 295 calls that I called at 360 are in the money. They're above $5. It's annoying. I called them at 360. I couldn't even fill the bid, and they freaking just pounced to like 520. Think they're getting hairy and scary.
What's Powell talking about?
What'd you ask?
What's Powell talking about?
He's just saying, hey, Congress needs to get their shit together and go ahead and help out with the economy because supposedly the Fed has created a good opportunity that would lower any type of downside risk across the board. Even
All right,
though
there we go. Over 295.
the Feds create this perception that, everything's nice and good. So now it's Congress's turn to make sure everyone feels confident that everything's nice and good right now.
That they feel warm and fuzzy.
Exactly, market confidence. That's why they kept saying, well, we're adding liquidity whenever they legally and literally haven't been able to do that.
All I'm hearing is more chop.
Okay, Baba's trying to hold 295, but it's feeling a bit heavy. There we go. Stay above, please. Please. Yes, please. All right, there we go, Baba. Bibbidi bobbidi boop. I love you.
Fed needs more stimulus to keep doing what they're doing. Unbelievable. Impossible.
Mm-hmm.
And there's the pump. Up, down, up, down, up, down.
Left, right, BA start.
Yeah, the entire market is trading like it's trying to win a Street Fighter competition.
Come on, Baba, give me 295.50. Step it up, buyers.
Look at Goldman Ball Sacks go.
Okay, I don't have confidence in Baba. I'm going to be cutting it. Nope. Is she coming down?
No fate.
Nope. Got my sell order in. Got my stop loss at entry. Simage, come on. Come on, CMG.
Yeah, wait. Everything's way too choppy to get into a directional trade right now.
The market's waiting for Trump to address the nation, so
Which is,
I think that might be it. He hasn't given a specific time frame, so no clue. Also, why haven't we heard anything on stimulus talks? I know that Mnuchin and Pelosi are supposed to have some type of conversation today, but you know.
all I want is my Russell tussle. Keep going.
Russell the Jimmies.
Russell tussle. Give me more. OP, yes. Russell is the play this morning. IWM. Not just this morning, but ever since I started mentioning it. Ever since I began saying rotation out of tech. Oh, nah, tech. Out of memes and into value.
They're
IWM.
dumping now. Yeah, I got out break even.
Did you alert? There's Apple selling off of that 115.2.
Microsoft's starting to come down.
Hey, how's the insurance sector going?
Financials. It is It's Banks are leading.
Facebook possible move back down to 260. Nvidia should hold. Netflix is saying that it's going to come back to 500.
Yeah, insurance sector not doing much of anything really. Banks are the ones that are leading. What I say, Apple topside 115.2. If it can't hold that, it's gonna sell off. And being a good boy. But overall, like I said,
Holy shit. Delta went extremely strong overnight. It wasn't even, well, it was a tropical storm. Now it's a category 3. Holy hell.
but again, I'm gonna reiterate, this is a very choppy market. If you don't see like a perfect opportunity, perfect trade, save your cash.
Holy smokes, BYND pumped again. It's going to 190. 175 calls are now 15. DraftKings 60, 58, 60, 59, 60, 59, 14. Chop fest.
Look at that. 33. Yeah, very much so.
Hey guys, I'm gonna drop off. I have a meeting in 3. And
Yeah.
the only thing I was about it.
I did not
No
understand
worries.
any of that.
Guys, when I say 1006, I meant 1009.
I mean, we say this a lot. Sometimes the best trade is no trade at all, and
Yeah.
that holds true any day you see market behaving like this erratically.
I'm out of DraftKings, Michael. I said that I close it off. I closed it for a loss at 170 from 215. So I mentioned this morning SPX had 3,400 calls short and 3,370 puts long for tomorrow. I'm expecting us to sell off, taking a pretty expensive hedge just in case. And take SPX 3,400 put.
Yeah, everything is a chop fest.
All right, I gotta hop on a call. Be right back.
Yo, what's up? I'm back.
Ah, the myth.
Mid. Choppy, choppy.
Oh man, not only is it choppy, it's putting me to sleep.
Yeah.
Powell says U.S. federal budget is on unsustainable path. This is not the time to give priority to that concern. What?
Why do my leaps go way up, then way down, but the stock price goes up? IV. It really is as simple as that. Because it's not theta, it's leaps. You got years on it. But IV. That's why I'm always careful to enter leaps at the lowest IV I can. When I was sweeping up Intel leaps, it was still chopping and like having 0.20, 0.30% days. So when I bought it, I think it was 4 days later, I was up 100% on those 2022s. But yeah, IV is very important.
Tech is bouncing a bit.
Yeah, it's holding that 33.98 weirdly. Come on, Russell. Let's go. Let's do it. No, it's
Boeing slashes forecast for new aircraft. Expect pandemic to hurt sales for more than a decade. Oops.
wow.
For a decade, bro. That's crazy.
Well, hopefully we'll be alive.
Okay, Ande's bouncing a bit.
Andale.
All right.
Yeah, more than a decade.
Surprisingly, it isn't selling off. Boeing. Stop the chop.
Facebook caught a bid. Pump. $265 Facebook. If it can't get above 265 and hold, I don't think it's going anywhere. Yeah, I honestly don't see anything. It's just one of those days. It was a short on Apple in the morning twice. That was about it. VXX really doesn't want to give up, looks like. What was my size on Apple short? Why does it matter? Square. Where is Square going? The hell? TLT. Interesting to say the least.
Be careful in TLT. It looks like we're probably going to see more downside, especially as bonds continue to sell off. Yield's coming up pretty
Yeah.
heavy.
At this rate, I wouldn't touch it until 156.7.
Don't touch bonds at all until post-election results. The premise that Biden might win the election is causing a massive sell-off in bonds and the dollar strength. Biden is bad for confidence within the dollar.
Just asking how you position yourself in trades and when you go big or small, trying to learn. Well, I mean, my financial position on it is really not going to matter to you because different different accounts, different numbers. What is universal though, always, is a trade. A trade should not take out more than 2% of your account. So if my account is, let's just say, your account is $10,000, 2% of that is, what does it come out to? 200? 200 bucks. So let's just say you got a $10,000 account. 2% of that is 200 bucks. So let's say you take a let's say you want to take a position where you think you're going to have to give it a little more room. You might take like a $400 position and give it 50% to work. Let's say it's a scalp. Well, you can take $1,000 position and give it 20% room to work. So that's how you adjust. Go with that 2% pain to your account. Would I short it to 156 if it breaks 158.7? Possible, yeah, because that's the rally base rally on the daily. That gap right there. On the 4 hour, yeah, 156.5. Come on, Apple. Give me that 112.
With his audible.
Yeah, like I thought, honestly. I really think the Fangs are gonna tank this market. Microsoft is already doing a wonderful job at it. Apple is there, close. So I think the Fangs are going to contribute to a market-wide collapse today. Big time.
They do have, I think, the testimony that's going on with the big tech in regards to antitrust stuff.
Why the Fangs? Because they're the biggest weight, number one. Number two, and equally as important, they're just weak today. They're not catching a bid. They're very weak. Apple looks weak. Microsoft looks weak. Facebook. Facebook looks a little bit stronger than the other two, but looks can be deceiving. And is this gonna be it?
Dumpity dump, 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 dump.
And Apple new low of day. Let's get that 112.5, shall we? to offend. No, no, not at all. I don't get offended by any questions. Don't ever think that. The reason I avoid answering questions about positioning myself with money is because it creates FOMO inevitably. When you hear somebody like open up a $200,000 position for an example, and you're like, holy shit, I want to do that. So that leads to you leveraging your whole account to get to that point. That's why I don't like speaking figures, not for anything else. It creates an emotional response, whether you like it or not. Because all that I keep saying it takes time to get to a certain level where you want to be, but it's just inevitably when somebody talks big money, you want to be there. That's the only reason, not anything else. Not feeling good about tech calls. I haven't felt good about tech calls since open.
The only thing that you can kind of have confidence in is potentially semiconductors until like midday Thursday.
I mean, I'm learning to be happy with $500 a day, dude. $500 a day is a lot. It's $100,000 a year. So I'd say it's very good money. Yeah, so whoever took Apple short, good for us. Apple might backtest 114.7 to 114.9 on the high end. I don't want it.
Fintech.
Oh, what happened to Boeing?
Fintech is also weak. The news finally reacted. It looks like, unless there's some type of. I'm looking for news right now. Boeing.
Oh, that's ugly.
Holy shit! Whoa, 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 whoa! What? I'm looking for news. Damn. Unless that it's finally reacting to the news.
Jesus, that's ugly. I have no idea what's happening to Boeing.
It looks like that's being reiterated. Meanwhile, stupid governor is chasing Boeing out of the state and will cause massive unemployment given the tax scheme. It looks like something's going on with the governor of Washington, maybe. Boeing slashes forecast for a new aircraft demand, expects coronavirus pandemic to hurt sales for more than a decade. Yeah, okay, well, I guess that's finally reacting in the market. Yeah, that's all the news I'm seeing. It's just
Took a minute. Oh my god. It's
So
drilling.
we had that news way before it even started reacting within the ticker. That's great.
It is wow. Yeah, it's positively drilling.
God damn.
Fire.
God damn, that's 3% already.
That's quite the drop, bro.
That's 3%.
Why am I tempted to catch a knife?
Well, that knife stops
Bro,
at
what happened to
162.
BA? I just heard you guys talk about it. I'm like, all right, take some puts. All right, get the fuck out.
Best way to play QQQ puts for the possible Fang. market sell.
Oh, that's why. Boeing cuts its rolling 20-year airplane demand forecast by 2%. What
Uh,
else?
wow.
And it looks like it cuts growth forecast to 4% from 4.6.
So BA is dragging down the whole market because it's dragging down the Dow. But yeah, that was way too quick. It's going to tank further. It's going to 162.50.
Yep,
Yeah, I'd say if
that makes sense.
Apple and Microsoft can get over the back test the low of day and they can get over it, absolutely you can short. Or you can go in the individual names, but everything, fangs are just not strong. So feel free, go for it.
BA, you guys can take puts on it. It's gonna just keep sinking lower and lower. They've priced in 165 or even 160 on it. I'm gonna take some puts here.
I see a 5-minute RBR with a bottom end at 165.8 that could react.
I mean, I'm gonna try it. We'll see what happens.
My God, that was ugly.
Yep.
Jesus Christ. Oh, here it goes again. But yeah, I'm definitely not I'm definitely not waiting for the sell-off to stop. I'm just, on the other hand, I'm just rather waiting for it to accelerate. Because this is nowhere near enough pain for the fangs.
Jeez Louise. All right, I'm out again. 4 contracts from 280 to 320.
Wow, it's not stopping.
Is that affecting airlines too? Yeah, that's affecting airlines too. That's sympathy play. You could probably. What's the flow look like for American Airlines?
They're saying it's coming down to 12.
Okay, hell yeah, hell yeah, I like that. Okay, I'm gonna alert that. That is super cheap too, and that is, holy shit, that's perfect. All right. Come on, you stupid fingers, type faster.
Yeah,
Please.
those 170p's just exploded. Went to like 7 or 650 from freaking 315.
There we go. I'm gonna get in the Apple. I'm sorry, not Apple. American Airline 13.5 puts weeklies at 50 cents per. Get that sympathy play movement.
Goldman Sachs does shit.
The American, oh lord. Especially if they continue saying, "Oh, hey, we're not doing stimulus bill this week." And keep in mind, major furlough event occurred back on the 1st of October for majority of airlines. I know something like 17,000 employees were furloughed in American Airlines.
Is Unit still on the stream? Yeah, Unit. They're asking you about AMD if you're around. I know he said he had to step away for a bit, but I don't know.
AMD. Let's see. 8439 looks like it would most likely be the next area of support here. Where do you catch the Jeremy Powell's speech? It is.
Banks are not stopping. Look at Goldman Sachs.
Yeah, Fed is doing things. Where is? There it is.
That we're focused on. We're obviously not focused on. We monitor financial conditions, but we're not focused on the price of
yeah,
any
AMD,
particular asset.
you want to see if
really
it holds
ever.
5439. If it can hold that,
and ultimately it's about the real economy.
It ain't going
if the real economy is in
anywhere.
great shape, then that's where we want to be.
Yeah. So in your talk today and in previous talks over the last several months, you've spoken quite a bit about the distribution of gains into the economy have varied based on who you are. And here I have a question.
Wow, holy shit. Yeah, AMD
the
selling off heavy now too.
Where they ask, what impact
Was
do you
there any
expect
news
to
on
see on
AMD?
economic growth and
No,
No,
it's
man, everything is selling off. I told you,
Yeah.
market-wide collapse this morning.
Which requires women
Oh.
Everything
to
must
drop out of the
go.
workforce or work less. So that's a little more specific than typical, but curious.
Who remembers what I said at 9:30?
What'd you say?
So, I mean, as I mentioned, this.
No, you said something.
Episode, this pandemic and the economic fallout.
Everything must go.
He said something about a market collapse.
Very challenging from the standpoint of issues of.
He said VIX and this and that usually indicates
fire sale.
In essence,
yeah.
The part
I mean, my
that's hit the
CMG
hardest is
call
those people who are on the front
shit.
line in service industries. That
okay.
skews to women, it skews to minorities. And when even 8 months ago we were able for the first time in a really long time to have some good news on distributional issues.
Unrelated
now
news.
this comes. So
GS didn't get the memo that it's
the very
sell off.
beginning. We've really got to work hard to counteract this. Now you mentioned, and we did see. You mentioned women and homeschooling. And you see the labor force participation among women dropping as the school year starts. And, it depends on how long it lasts. So I would just say.
All right, there we go.
Ideally, we'll get through this. We'll have a vaccine. We'll have
AMTD got delisted.
Sooner rather than later. We'll have something that will enable people to go back to their lives.
What am I gonna
and make the choices that they want to make, and not have them forced on them by this pandemic. And I certainly hope that's the case. The longer it goes on.
Yeah.
The more likely there is.
Hold on. What the hell happened to?
Damage. We hope it's not too much, and frankly, it's not great for children either.
Oh, that's why.
Someone told me the other day there's no online.
Schwab closes the Ameritrade acquisition.
Yeah. So for many,
that's why
people,
MTD is no longer there.
It's winding up being in the home.
Yeah.
With young children who really should be in school.
So now you got to trade Schwab.
Prefer to be working, so it's a real issue.
Okay, I'm in SPY 339 puts for tomorrow at $1.70.
Before the financial crisis,
SL is at
has often
150.
been criticized as a system of privatization of profits and socialization of risks. Some would describe capitalism as a system that
AMD needs to bounce here,
with the expectation of return should their investments, ideas, and process bear fruit. A key component of this system has been tail risk to the upside and downside.
Well, no. American Air delays plan to start 737 MAX training.
Arises,
oh shit!
Are you concerned that the elimination or minimization
really? So they just
process in the economic system may actually
what was that again?
American Air delays plan to start 737 MAX training.
Yeah, okay, BA is going to shit.
And holy fuck, we just heard news that it was a Category 3 hurricane. Now it's Category 4. God damn.
Be able to reap the benefits.
It's a scary ass.
And should have to bear the costs of.
I've got friends coming out to.
So I think that's all.
Stay away from the hurricane.
I think that doesn't change. I wouldn't change what we did though. I mean, I think we did what we did because of the people that we serve, in particular the people who've lost their jobs and now are trying to find their way back into, a profitable economic life, a positive economic life. So I guess the best thing we can do to ward off the concerns that this questioner raises, I think, is to now go back over what happened, just as we did after the financial crisis, and we're doing this. Go back over and look at the places.
Twitter flags Trump tweet
really
for spreading
should.
misleading and potential harmful information related to COVID-19.
So they would be more resilient to this kind of
That's not good.
And that, by the way, that would also include things we can do to be better prepared for a pandemic.
House says monetary
Because,
policy, not first
that's now
defense
a
for
possible
financial
thing.
stability.
And we can, if it happens again, we hope not, but if it
Yeah,
does,
there goes
hopefully
American
we can
Airlines,
be better prepared
too.
on that front. We can also look at things that happen in the
See
financial
ya.
markets and in the economy and make them more
See ya.
robust to episodes like this. And in this case, it's not because, it's not this didn't happen because of moral hazard. The moral hazard is more that we don't want people
Come
to
on,
assume
market,
that these
let's go.
Come
Be
on,
in.
you
run-
fucking
run in
cunt.
all the
Yeah,
time.
pretty
we,
much.
we want to reserve these things for truly unusual and
Hell yeah,
exigent
go
circumstances.
down.
So very legitimate concerns. I think the time to address them is, when we're well and truly
Yeah.
back on a solid footing. Unemployment is much lower, and economic activity is going on.
Yeah,
People
this
are
is
going
fun.
back to work.
You said
And then I
American
think
Airline flow is
it's really
showing
time to be
to
ready
12
to
this
maybe
week?
make some changes in regulation.
Okay. All
We'll
right.
see. I mean, we'll see what comes out of the analysis.
Get that
We're
sympathy
actually
play.
working on it right now, as others are around the world.
All right, wonderful. So
Facebook
many
removes
wonderful
Trump
questions
post.
still in the queue, and I apologize to everyone
FBA
who,
goes over
we didn't get to
167.
address their
cut
questions.
puts.
But I want to thank Chair Powell again
And it
for
looks like
joining
they're
us
buying
again
it
at
up.
the annual NAPE meeting, and we wish you and the Federal Reserve
Oh,
the best
I just
of
saw your
luck
comment,
and,
Gender. Sorry.
success in all of the
Netflix.
policies that you
Netflix
initiated
is
over the
indeed coming
last several
into
months.
an hourly
And,
RBR. It's
certainly
worth
the
trying
US
to catch a
economy that,
knife
we continue on this
here on
positive
Netflix.
path.
Yeah, fuck
Thank
it.
you, Lisa.
Get some
Thanks to everybody.
calls.
Thank you.
Stop loss 508.
Semiconductor, AMD.
Indeed, indeed.
It looks like AMD. If this is the bottom, it bounced literally here at 84.30, 38. Right at this level. Yeah, 38.39. We saw the same movement yesterday. This
And dug safely to the
If
international.
you want to try a reversal on Netflix, don't give it more than 2 points. 508 cut, but it's definitely an hourly rally-based rally. In my opinion, the short at the top of the morning was the play. But if you want to try this Netflix play, it could pay.
Powell just stopped speaking. He's no longer there.
Market wants to pump back up.
Mm-hmm.
Especially BA. BA is just not giving a shit about this news.
Hey, how dare you?
Jesus Christ. How long did it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 minutes to go from 174 to 165. Jesus.
Did we?
Moonlighter, moonlighter. Shorty, why you can get your moonlighter?
Japan Super Apex fight with Science Council. No, I don't see that. I thought they... Senate schedule. I hate this. I have to click like 5 different links to find out the actual schedule for...
Yeah, that's a hefty loss on BA.
Yeah, it's big.
Oh, what the hell?
What?
State period. Non-legislative periods, days that will not be in session. Yeah, they have until till Friday to do anything anyways. They go back on recess on Monday.
So no stimulus.
Nada. That's if they don't do anything until then. But
Nvidia's got a dark pull down to 546.
they would come back on November 6th. They would come back after the elections.
At this point, you said it's not enough paying for the fangs. I closed out 2 Amazon ER moves with this drop. Where would you get back in? Eesh.
Do they
Good
have
question.
any Tuesday, October 6th? What
Well,
are they floating on?
at least I saved you some monies. I mean that's a nasty. Listen, I'm gonna say the same thing for every single fang. Apple, Amazon, Microsoft, Netflix. This goes for all of them across the board. That's a nasty gap below. That's all I'm gonna say. So unless those gaps below close, I don't see how an upside. Went back in for Apple, grabbed 25% for half, have the other half riding. Think I should exit by end of day. Depends. If the gap closes, yeah. If not, shit, ride some runners.
BA back under 166. What a chode. And now back above 166.
You know what?
Choppy.
No, you know what I see? I see a bearish pennant setting up.
I see BA going to that 160,
Mm-hmm.
but it's just chopping. It wants to come back to 167. They're killing the freaking premium.
I see everything that I shorted this morning. My brokerage account.
Let's see. HRT.
SPY should go to that 338.08 area.
Ripens the time determined by the majority of the leader in concerns with Democrat. Respect to the culture motions. If the motions proceed, the mandatory quorum.
It's we. You could tell that market wasn't gonna hold on just by the fact that it had trouble holding 3,400. Then you saw the weakness in tech. Oil was fading. Financials were the only thing really catching a bit all morning. So really, that was like the dead giveaway to me that this is not gonna happen. We're not just gonna eat 3,500 out of nowhere. It's gotta shake out some weak hands first.
Man, there's still buyers on frickin' BA.
Yeah, keep in mind we just had
Hello.
Europe close.
Um, I mean, you have to keep in mind that commercial 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 flight and commercial planes is not the only stream of revenue for Boeing.
Mm.
Tomorrow they could get a government contract that covers their losses for 2 years on that front.
I'm about to get stopped out of these SPY puts.
Prudent to add extra stimulus to lift inflation momentum.
Wow, Tesla, you piece of crap.
Yeah, what the hell? Wow, okay. Weren't you calling for 325 for this week?
Yeah, it was. It's just I had puts on it earlier and it shut me out. Now it's going back down.
Netflix, pam, pam, pam. 5 minute drop base drop on Netflix at 512.5. Make sure you close some of your position there.
See,
So many good trades today. Just got hammered by CMG. Freaking.
Um, I don't know, man. I mean, I'm happy I shorted the fangs, but today's a nightmare. Switch to the hourly chart and look at the last four candles.
Yep.
Is the dump over on Boeing? I highly doubt it, but let's see what happens.
Yeah, I'm closing everything off.
Is definitely gonna try to build a base at 166. Drop base drop at a 170. Yeah, there's just too much supply above and Boeing now. Intraday to long it, but it's gonna try to build a base here. That's for sure. If this base fails, then it's going lower. However, if you have the balls, it's a small R&R. Yeah, today's a balanced day. Like I said, everybody switch to everybody switch to your hourly charts and just look at the last four candles on ES. That's all you need to know about today.
ES. Vixie. Vixie Vix. Yeah, you're right. Weren't you saying that VXX was around 24 or 24.5 for demand?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm seeing that.
I say some nice things sometimes.
Tickle. It maybe, well, we'll see how the rest of the day goes, but I see maybe a tickle at 24.37 potentially, but no lower.
Baba going again.
Extreme.
Yeah, Baba's climb still 295 to 305. Netflix is still calling for 500 on the low end. 540 on the top end.
All right, close half of your Netflix calls for that scalp. Target number one hit. Good call, Gender. Netflix hit that hourly rally base rally to the dot.
Mon, did you see anything for a quick scalp?
I really don't. I'll be honest with you.
You might be able to get sub 85 AMD in about 15 to 20 minutes. Small scalp.
Oops. Oh, okay. Here, let me check.
I mean,
How about for speaking of quick scalps, Russell, bro? What's Russell priced pricing. Fuck all this other shit. Look at Russell.
Spy saying it's going to 345 tomorrow. What the fuck?
I mean, Russell has relative strength.
I guess it's going to be dependent on Trump's address the nation and whatever the hell. Because again, I still haven't seen any news on Nancy Pelosi or.
IWM is pricing 165 tomorrow.
Ha!
Wow. Okay, I'm gonna swing Nvidia. Nvidia or Baba? Which one? I need the founder's decision.
I lied. What'd you say, Nvidia or what?
Nvidia or Baba? Overnight swing.
I'd say Nvidia.
Nvidia?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna take 560 calls.
look at unit. Yeah, great minds think alike. Get that. Get that Nvidia.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm grabbing 4 of them.
Sure.
Uh,
Live it up, Mr. Jim. Live it up. Live your dreams out.
all right, I'm in.
Who caught that Netflix call scalp? Come on. Gender? Tell me you're in Netflix, bro. Nice. Pamp. Yes, sir. Netflix bottom when I said reverse. We up.
Nvidia going nicely.
Yeah, that's okay. I'm still holding it too. I just sold some to, not risk an entire position, but yeah, I'm still holding it. Half of the position to be exact.
Well, CMG F'd me nicely out of it, but it's probably gonna gap up 1300 tomorrow.
We could see 520 this week. Yes, possibly if we can get over 514 and hold, then that's gonna set us up for a back test of 520 this week. No, we could see 520 today if this gets going.
Yeah, this that might be it for tech. It looks like it might be a conclusion on the year-long tech antitrust investigation. Huh. But that stuff will be shared with Joe Biden's team today.
Joe, why you know by Netflix, Joe?
Joe Schmo. Who's this guy?
Just FYI, the reason I closed half of my Netflix is it's in a 5-minute drop-based drop. It could reject here. The main thing is to not break low of day. But I took half out from that scalp, so whether you want to do the same or not.
28 days until election.
Election. So yeah, I would like
You're back.
Netflix to hold 510 on the low end. If you switch to 5 minutes, you'll see that rally-based rally that's at 510, 511. I'd like to see that hold.
Yeah, you know, Mancha just let you guys know.
I see it.
Yeah. Still green from yesterday,
Nice.
but not what I wanted. Now I log into my personal account.
Personalization. Yeah, so again, Netflix 510, 511. If it holds 510 on the low end, I'm going to keep holding my calls. But I'm half out one way or another. And if you switch to a 5 minute chart, you'll see exactly why. Look at Goldman Sachs, bro. Does not give a single fuck.
Ball sacks.
Wow. Facebook just went like it saw a coin on the ground. Still short Apple, still short Microsoft, still short Facebook. I don't know why I got longs on Netflix, but it was just an hourly RBR. Can't not play that. And it turned out green, so let's see. And before we do, commercial break. Brother needs a cigarette after all that action. Gee, Facebook, where you going? Gee,
Gee, it's
Netflix.
Nvidia. Where are you going?
I mean,
Derp.
okay. Everything looking weak. Everything.
Yep.
All right. Cigarette break.
Reagan's going for that 580. Oh wow, SPY. Now the 339 call. Their 339 puts are hitting. Couldn't have done it earlier, eh? Am I talking to myself? Because I don't hear you, Blee or Munch.
Yeah, they're on break.
Oh, okay. Yeah, those 339 puts went from 170 to 2.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah, stopped me out though. Poop.
Yeah, difficult. It's choppy.
It's very choppy, but I still see SPY coming down to 338.20 today. SPX 3400 puts that I mentioned earlier at 1360 on the stream are now 1880. It's 20. They just hit 19.
Let me see.
Microsoft down to 207. Okay. I think Microsoft is coming down to about I still think Microsoft's coming down to about 200. Could be worthwhile taking 2 750 puts. BA back under 166. BA is pricing a move to 160 later this week. Netflix still pricing 500. $500 and possibly $492.50. Is Trump addressing something today?
I think he was, according to Blee, but it's probably about his health and that sort of stuff, I can imagine.
Mm.
Yeah, Nvidia needs to hold here. All right, I'm also going to grab a smoke. I'll be back in a few moments.
Adios. What do I see on Nvidia? Nvidia, we are seeing a potential to, if my shit updates. Nvidia, I'm seeing if it gets over 562.50, it can go to 577.50. So there's a lot of potential on Nvidia. Just gotta wait and see.
I'm back. Guess who's back? Back again. Hello, can anybody hear me?
Hey, I can hear you.
Ah, okay. Netflix interesting happening. So after the low of day was posted and it hit the supply at 513, it came back into a higher low. So if this higher low holds, you could see 520. Is Boeing drilling again?
Yeah.
Trying to find oil? Nvidia and an hourly RBR. Yeah. If you count pre-market, yeah. Yeah, if Netflix can hold this higher low at 509.61, shit, we might see 520 today.
This pisses me off.
Why are you pissed off?
CMG, I had 1285 calls today, and I dumped them for a loss, and now it's coming right back up.
Patience, young Padawan.
Yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna step away for lunch. Be back later.
All right. Here we go, dear Mrs. and Misters. If it holds above 92, we get a reversal. Not gonna hold my breath or anything, but just saying. Tis a possibility. 88 was all I was seeing today. So now it's between 88 and, it's 86, I guess. 86 and 92. Whichever holds, upside or downside. You see how they're pushing it down? Um, yep, supply retest. So we could get ourselves a reversal. Don't get too excited on the shorting. The shorting is done. Potentially. I'm not gonna say it's done for good, but potencial. And if we break below that, 3380, below that, 3368. But I know I saw Apple. That pump is weird as shit. I'm guessing it's gonna stop right about now. Oh. It's trying to not stop. If it holds above 114.7, we got ourselves a nice bullish reversal. But like I said, 88 was my target. Above 92, we get a reversal. Don't get caught with your pants down. And Netflix is pamping. We had a nice entry on Netflix. Take me to 520. Take me down. I think Apple's going to try to meet somebody on the moon. I don't know what it's doing. Man, on fire today. Up and down, catching all the moves. Move for me, please. Bam, 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 bam. Bam, 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 bam. Netflix got to hold 512.7 again. That's why my first scale out on half of my position was 512.7. Then after that it's 514.4. Should sell off from there back to 512, 511.5. If it holds that, we are going to 520. Easy peasy, beautiful cover girl. Uh, Fly the Builder. How do you gauge to get out of puts? Are you on the stream? Apple to back test that magical level 114.7 that I told you about, 114.3 low end. If it holds that, then we're probably going to hit 116.8. Boeing, what is you doing, baby? What is you wants to go? I'm like halfway tempted if Boeing hits 163. I'm halfway tempted to just YOLO a bunch of 175s. Boeing is pamping. Is that a higher low on all them tech stocks? Yes, sir. Ah, wait, no. Net only one that had a higher low was Netflix. Intraday, I mean. Somebody come get her. Come on, Netflix, take me to the moon. Boeing 166 to 166.8. Can get above that, you can play along. Below that, still a short, still a knife, so to speak. Yeah. So to answer your question, how I know to get out of any trade, regardless if it's calls or puts, everything is based on price action and supply and demand. Today, for an example, I told you, I told everybody this morning, ninth, even before open, my target on ES was 33.88. I said tech is going to lead the sell off. So I got short, right at open. No questions asked, right at open, got short. 33.88 on ES hit. That's the demand that I saw. As soon as that hit, I'm out of my puts. I don't want to think about it anymore. Done deal. So everything I do is based on supply and demand. I keep it simple, price action only. No, as yeah, simplicity. So to answer your question, how did I know to get out of puts? ES hit my target. It's really as simple as that. Could it go lower? Of course it could. If it breaks 33.86 on the downside, then I'll think about more shorts. For now, I am long in Netflix from that hourly RBR, and I'm just waiting for 520. As long as 33.90 holds as the midline, there's going to be a complete market reversal to the upside. By extension, I'll even say short of day. Low of day. If 33.86 low of day holds as an absolute, I don't want it peaking below 33.90. But as long as 33.86 holds in the low end as an absolute, we're going to see a complete and utter market reversal to the upside. Still not in the clear, by the way. Microsoft is just back testing the breakdown. Same with Netflix, same with Boeing, same thing with Facebook. But as long as these levels hold, we're about to squeeze 30, 40 points as long as they hold, which would put all the plays I called out at my price targets. But now it's lunch, so more than anything, we're just likely to chop around. Yeah, I'm looking for 33.90 to hold as the midline. I'll even go as far as to say low of day, just to give it a little room to maneuver. I'll say as long as low of day holds, which is 33.86, we are going to break high of day and go much. If 33.86 on the downside gets broken and held, then we're probably seeing 33.80, and below that, 33.67 ish. But as long as low of day remains intact for today, we're going to see a market reversal, yes. And in my mind, in my head, this is where we came from. Give me that pimp now. Pimp, pimp. Here's the Apple back test. $114.7. 114.3 on the low end has got to hold. That would actually make me. It would actually make me very happy if it just stopped here and kept going up, but we'll see. Holding up for now. Yeah, Apple having a bit of a failure to launch off of that back test, but lunch hour chop. Don't open any positions as far as I'm concerned. All right. We got to break up and hold 33.98 now. But I'm thinking possibility of sellers stepping up here and reversing it for a little bit. $34.30 on ES. Jim was talking about $34.50 tomorrow. So yeah, possibility. And Apple held that 114.7. Back test 114.66 if you really want to bust my balls. Oh, Netflix almost 513. Come on, let's break that up. Where's Blee? Unit doesn't consider a trade until he's made at least 3 units in that trade, which is 300%. 1 unit is 100%. Ah, there's Roe. That's probably it for me for today, to be honest with you. Everybody who caught everything that was called off on stream, you're probably rich by now. So I'm most likely not opening any new trades today. Holding Netflix, as long as 509 doesn't break, I'm legit holding this to 520. So that's the only play I got going on. All the shorts were closed at ES 3388. And yeah. That's it. Netflix look for a break and hold above 512.7. That's still a target. Above that, it's 514.5. So to make it easy if we break and hold over 514.5, we are going to see 520. I would prefer to see it today, but I'm fine with swinging this as long as the low end doesn't break. After all, our entry was 510. So, 510 closed half at 513. So now I'm just going to give the rest some room to breathe. Somebody come get her. Nvidia back over 560. If Nvidia can hold 560 as new demand, by the way, this is supply on Nvidia now, 560. So if this holds as new demand, we might break high of day and just keep on going.
All right, I'm back. Let's see. Vice Commandment of U.S. Coast Guard Admiral Charles Ray test positive for COVID. Nice.
Goldman Sachs selling off. Nvidia pamping. Again, please be careful. 33.90. I would like that to hold. I don't mind it fading to back test. I just don't. I really don't want to see that low of day getting killed. That's really an important. I mean, I wouldn't want to see it below 33.90, but I'll stretch that to the low of day. I really don't want to see that go. Zoom 478 back test. If that holds, Zoom can catch a bid. Chop, chop, chop. Lunch hour chop.
Choppity chop.
See VXX. 24.75 is now supply on VXX. I mean, just round up 24.8 at that point.
Bill Gates talking about vaccines. Wow.
Of course, why not let a man who knows nothing about the medical field speak about the medical field?
I mean, he did create the malaria vaccine.
Anyways, well, he didn't. He just paid for it.
Yeah.
It's kind of a Steve Jobs thing.
Speaking of Steve Jobs, Prime Day and Apple iPhone event day will be the same day.
Oh, come on, Netflix, you laggard. Nvidia is pamping. But I will say this though, again, VXX is in demand, so be careful with everything that you play. It's still technically a higher low in this little bouncy bounce channel that it has. But for as long as we don't break 33.90 as a midline and 33.86 on a low as a low of day, I'm just gonna hold my calls, which is essentially Netflix. Kind of tempted to get into Zoom if it backtests for 78.5 and holds. Just an easy teensy. Take it on the other side. But yeah, Zoom is trying to build a base at 475, 475, 475.6. It is trying to hold a base there, and if it does, 490 is in the cards. Beyond that, I don't know. Doesn't Paji technically mean uncle too? Hmm. Everything chop chop. Unless you're NVIDIA, in which case.
Or AMD with a genius bounce at that level I was talking about earlier this morning. Now it needs to break over 85.84, or we'll say 85.85, and then you'll probably see it at 87.84 tomorrow.
AMD, as long as it holds 85.6.
Mm-hmm. And it has the reason to this week.
Still got to get over 86, but yeah. 85.6, I'd like to see that level held. Hodl. Shouldn't Apple be running with the... Our Netflix is breaking out. Who's riding Netflix with me? Show of hands. Yeah, as long as we break above 514.4 and hold that, we should see 520 today. Yes, sir. It was a bounce. Now, I want you to really, everyone who's on the stream, I want you to really focus on Netflix as a trade. This trade today. Notice how it came into an hourly rally-based rally. Then from there, it had an impulsive move up from 509, which is an hourly rally-based rally, 509, up to 513. Why did it stop there? Because that's a 5-minute drop, base drop. What do I always tell you, and what's in the videos? when people ask what's my target, the target is the supply that's being built on the way down or on the way up. So that was where we got out half position. And then it sold off from there, but it sold off into a what? Higher low. That's another entry. That's you average up. Stop loss under the low. Done. Easy. Now you should be another half out from the average up. This is how you trade supply and demand. Bud Light. But yeah, make sure you book some of your profits on Netflix. Don't backhold it. Nvidia, nice pump.
You bought the dip on AMD. Thinking I'm moving into the event on 10/8. My projection was 86.5. It still stands from last week. A minute ago, Trump reports no longer having any symptoms of the virus.
Trump what?
He no longer feels any symptoms of the virus.
Yep, that's a good enough reason to pamp it to 34.50.
Harvard CNN analyst claims Russian agents were inside Walter Reed Hospital with Trump. What? Didn't we... I don't know, man.
Come on, Netflix. Break that. Break that 514.4. Whoa. Gender, are you hearing my question now? Am I really lagging like 30 minutes on this stream?
You shouldn't be. Oh, it's probably his, if he doesn't have a live setup, because if you hit pause on the stream, it's not going to update constantly. It's probably on his end.
Hodl.